Or what you saw from Cat early fourth quarter, those minutes that he gave them?
Great. We needed it, and helped us increase our lead. And it's a big time play for him. It's we all have to have each other's back, and the way he played tonight, and it was what we needed. Who's Miles? Deuce. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, he plays great. I think whatever is asked of him, he provides and he produces, and that's just who he is as a player, as a competitor, as a person. It's just whatever's asked of him, he's going to contribute and do the best he can.
It looked like the ball was moving around a lot tonight compared to previous games. Did that impact, I guess, defense or energy in any way that you could see there?
I mean, it shouldn't, but I think for the most part we played a little desperate tonight. Like I said before, we needed a win, and I think the way we competed, the way we played, even though we were down in the first half, was Knicks basketball, and then we just kept playing that way and found a way to win. But just keep believing in the process and not being so result based.
Yeah.
And so, but I think the way we played was good tonight. We just got to continue to play like that and learn from it.
Mike was speaking pregame and a little bit postgame too, just about embracing adversity and how that could be valuable down the road. Just how did you kind of look at this adversity?
I mean, it's a losing streak, and I think for us, obviously, we just had to not let it continue to linger and find a way to win and move on from there. But it's if this is adversity that we go through, we're going to learn from it. We're going to get better from it, and just keep finding ways to win and finding ways to get better.
Gershon obviously gave you guys some pretty good minutes today. Just what have you seen from him? Just trying to figure out his way in the system and then figure out how to ways to make an impact.
Yeah, he stays ready. I think him playing the way he did, especially in the second half, is fantastic. Like I said, is what we needed. We played a little bit desperate tonight because we needed a win, and so just happy everyone contributed the way they contributed. And, we still have a lot to do to be better, but I mean, the way we played was a lot better than we played this last, whichever was after San Antonio.
I thought we did a good job of moving the ball, different than last game, the assist numbers, and we did a good job of getting stops when we needed them, and we capitalized on them, and that's when we're really good when we're doing that.
What sparked the ball movement? Was it film study? Was it like what made it happen?
Just practice yesterday, just hearing the numbers and seeing the game, and us being disappointed, and us not really impacting winning, and we did a good job, I think, today of impacting winning. Even in the first half when we were down, I thought we were very competitive, and we were scrappy, and we were in the game, and we did a great job in the second half of building off of that instead of letting go of the rope a little bit, and that's what got us to win tonight.
You had a season high in assists. You moving the ball pretty well yourself in the first quarter, a couple nice passes. Did that affect the way you were getting openings in the second half? Did that open things up for you?
I just try to impact winning, man. When the ball hits my hands and I get a chance to impact the game offensively, especially, I want to do that, and that's not just about shooting. It's good getting my teammates involved, making the right play that gets the next person an open shot. We call it a hockey assist in basketball. So, I've said it last year, I said it this year, anytime I touch the ball, I'm trying to be aggressive in my playmaking, whether that is making a play for myself or making a play for my teammates. But, I just want to impact winning every single day and, give ourselves the best chance to win the game and our fans a chance to cheer.
From a scoring standpoint, just what allowed you to kind of take over and find such a rhythm there in the fourth?
Yeah, I made some shots. Didn't make a lot of them, but I think tonight just shows aggression wins. Just not letting go because some shots weren't going in and things that I usually make weren't going in. Just stayed very aggressive any opportunity I got, and at the end of the day, it worked out for our team, and that's the most important thing. Like I said, is that those plays and stuff, miss or make, I'm glad they impacted winning and put us in a better spot for the next possession. If it was a make, puts us in a better spot in the game.
How can you guys build on this, especially with the pretty long road trip coming up?
We got to build off of it. I don't think we were our best today, but we did enough to win. And at points in the game, we did a great job of getting a run, and we didn't let them stop the bleeding. So, we got to be better than we were tonight. I got to be better than I was tonight. But this is a good start before getting on the road trip to stop the bleeding of 4 losses in a row and finally feel good about getting one on the left column. And now on this road trip, we got to build off of it. Teams understand now that we're coming in with a little momentum, and they're going to try to stop that, and we got to do a better job of out-executing them and out-hustling them. So, it's up to us. Get rested, get ready tomorrow for the game in Phoenix, I believe, right? Phoenix, yes.
How did a couple more guys, Deuce getting bumped into the starting lineup, I guess, give you guys a lift? What did you see from all that?
Yeah, I think it was great. Not only his shooting that was great, fantastic tonight, and he's been great all year shooting the ball, but his defense was great too, and it kept us in the game. His shooting and his defense gave us a chance every possession to garner a lead. So Deuce was special tonight. Our team was special. G was special. Yabu was real special tonight. Tyler Kolick. You could go down the list. Everyone. JC had some big shots early on, especially when we didn't have that energy and gave us a spark. So shout out to our bench, coming into tonight, understanding the magnitude of the game and us being on a 4-game losing streak and having the competitiveness to do whatever it takes to get us a win.
People talk about often how players have to respond to adversity. Have you seen anything different from Mike in this 4-game losing streak? Maybe he's come through with different schemes or anything like that. What have you seen from him?
Trying to get us, find a way for us to win. And tonight was a night that I think us in the locker room did a great job of hearing what he said yesterday and what he presented to us and trying to play off of that information. And I thought we did a good job tonight, like I said, of getting stops, moving the ball. And I don't think we pushed the pace as well as we could have, but I thought we did a good job for what we needed to do today to get the job done.
We lose 4 in a row, the message is, effort. Go back to what we're doing, to get those wins previously. It wasn't, secret. The games that we lost, it was a lot of stagnant play, a lot of guys trying to make plays on their own, including me. So just the message is just play the right way.
When did you find out you were getting the start tonight?
When Coach made the decision, pretty early.
Just what kind of goes into the mindset there when you're starting?
Nothing changes for me. Trusting God, trusting my preparation. Just go out there and do what I do.
That physicality you bring and, guarding guys on the ball, James tonight, how much do you pride yourself on that?
Huge. I know I can be, one of the best, point of attack defenders in the NBA. I believe in myself. I believe in, guarding really gets us going, gets us out in transition, which we did, throughout the second half, which was really big for us.
You guys made it to the Cup final playing this way, won the Cup, kind of went away from this. Now you can get back to it, start winning again. Do you think this is something that you guys can kind of consistently stick to, the style of play? Like how difficult is it to maintain the style of play over a long season?
It shouldn't be difficult. It's about effort. It's about bringing it every night, being able to look in the mirror and know that you gave it your all. So we should be able to bring it every night. Our job is to do this.
What have you seen from Yabu? Obviously, he was struggling, kind of figuring out his rotation, figuring out the role, and then today he comes in as a pretty big impact of the bench. How have you seen him kind of get used to what his role is going to be there?
He's a true pro. He takes care of the business he has to. He stays ready, and he's a great leader in the locker room.
What allowed you guys to have such a balanced attack tonight? I think all 5 starters scored 15 and got a lot from the bench too.
Like I said, just getting back to the basics. When you see an open man, make the right play, shoot when you're open. I think we're also leaving some shots, on the table in other games where guys were almost too passive, and then we got stuck, and then it became a one-on-one. So you have to shoot when you're open.
People like to talk about how players respond to adversity. Have you seen anything new from Mike during this 4-game losing streak with the schematics or how he's approaching practice or anything like that?
Yeah, I think he's great. When he has to make adjustments, he makes the adjustments he needs. But overall, he knows it's a long year. He's been doing this for a long time, as the rest of our staff, and we have great vets in the locker room. So we don't get too highs with the win, get too low with the losses.
How tricky is it to guard a guy like James Harden, who he knows how to draw fouls and he knows how to get up under your arms.
Obviously a special player, but he's crafty, and people don't know how physical he is. So if you don't use a little bit of physicality back, he has you beat in a lot of aspects. Obviously shot making, but I pride myself in what I do. You're not going to be able to take away everything, but make it as hard as you can.